Today, we will be putting the shortest team on FC 26 up against the tallest. We will be doing that by putting them on in 3 different battles. The Champions League battle, the 5-season career mode simulation, and then lastly, the head-to-head match. But more about each battle later. Let's first take a look at both teams. Let's first take a look at the short kings. These are the best short players over 75 rated. In goal, we have Summer, who's only 6 foot as a keeper. That's tall. But for a goalkeeper, that's really short. But surprisingly, he has still done so well as a keeper. One of the best in the world. They also have a decent defense, good center backs, but a very good midfield. Definitely. And then that attack partnership of Julian Alvarez and Lionel Messi will be unstoppable. The Argentinian DNA must be short, but overall it's a very decent team with a few world-class players. But then we also have the talk team. They have Courtois, who's 6'6", already a lot bigger. They have a strong defense, a pretty good midfield as well, but their attack is lacking. It's not that good. That's where they're really missing some power, and that's where the short team could gain an advantage. But overall, it's still a solid team, just like the short team. But teams have their strengths and weaknesses, highs and lows, quite literally. But remember, we will be putting them up in 3 different battles. And first is the Champions League battle. I've put the talk team on Inter, Milan, or Lombardia FC, if that's what you want to call them. And I put the short team on AC Milan, or also called Milano FC. But let's just skip the league stage and see if both can get through it. And the short team finishes in 8th, meaning they go straight through to the round of 16, while the tall team got 11th, so they'll have to play in the playoffs. And here they're playing Napoli. So not the easiest opponent, but let's see if they can beat them. And the tall team does win the first leg 2-0, so they just need to finish the job here in the second leg now. Should be easy. And easy it definitely was. They destroy Napoli 3-0, so they make it through to the round of 16. Here the short team will face PSG, and the tall team is facing Manchester City. So both teams with extremely tough opponents. Let's see if the short team can actually defeat PSG first of all. And no, it's actually only a 1-1 draw. What about the tall term versus Manchester City? And they do actually win it 3-1, so they need to hold the lead in the second leg now. And it's a draw, so they do make it through to the quarterfinals. But will the short team join them, or will they get knocked out by PSG now? And oh my god, I don't believe it. It's a draw, and PSG wins on penalties. So the short team is already out in the round of 16, which means the first battle has already gone to the tall team. But for the sake of the video, let's just see how much further the tall team can make it. They're now facing Arsenal in the quarterfinals. They need to start the first leg off strong. And they actually lose the first leg, so they need to come back in the second leg, or else they're also out, and they also lose the second leg, so they're just out in the quarterfinals. But they do still get the point of the first battle. So far, it's 1-0 to the tall team. That's actually not what I expected at all. I thought it would be the short team that would do well, but that just makes things more interesting, because now we have the 5-year career mode simulation. Yes, that's right. We will simulate 5 years in career mode. Still Inter Milan as the tall team, and AC Milan as the short team. And here the rules are, whoever finishes above one another in the league gets 1 point. Winning a trophy gets you 3 points. And by the end of the 5th season, whoever has the most points will get the overall point of this battle. So let's just simulate the first season and see who starts it off the best. And the tall team starts off by winning the Serie A, so that's 3 points, but also a point for finishing above the short team. The tall team lost the Coppa Italia final, and neither could win the Champions League either. So the first season starts off with 4 points for the tall team. It looks like they'll fly through this, but let's just simulate the second season. Okay, we're at the end of the second season. But wait, did you know I'll do a face reveal if we hit 400,000 subscribers by the end of the year? Yeah, so you better actually not subscribe, because I'm not trying to do no face reveal, so don't subscribe. Anyways, no way. This time, it's the short team that wins the league. So they get 3 points for winning the league and 1 point for finishing above the tall team. So now they're equal. Neither of them could win the Coppa Italia, and neither could win the Champions League. But we're only in the second season, and both have 4 points. This is getting intense. Let's just sim the third season now. And the short team wins the Serie A again, so another 4 points for them. And they even won the Coppa Italia, so 3 points more. But neither could win the Champions League. But the short team is now on 11 points. They're really running off with this. It's not even a competition anymore at the moment. But let's see if that'll change in the 4th season, because they still have 2 more seasons left of this simulation. So we're at the end of the 4th season. Let's see if the tall team can actually make a comeback now. And neither wins the Serie A, but the tall team does finish above, so they still get 1 point. No one could win the Coppa Italia and neither with the Champions League, but they're now on 5 points. If they want to come back and win, they would need at least 2 trophies in the final season, but it really does come down to it. So let's see what'll happen here in Season 5. So we're now at the end of the 5th and final season. Let's see how they do. And the tall team actually got 3rd, while the short team could only finish in 7th, so they did way worse. But the talk team gets a point here for finishing the highest. They actually lost the Coppa Italia final and couldn't win the Champions League either. So that's the end of the second battle. The short team ended up having a lot more points, so the overall points goes to them. So it's all tied, 1-1. It will all come down to the final head-to-head match. This will actually be so funny to watch. I'm really excited as to how this will play off. But without further ado, let's get this kicked off and see if being tall or being short is better. The tall players start off by passing it around. They look like bullies compared to the others, but they actually get a chance here. It's a shot, but Summer actually saves it. It goes out for a corner. Corner should be their specialty and really easy for them. Let's see the cross. Never mind, the short players intercept it. Fair play. I didn't expect that at all. Messi is on the wing. He passes it back, and they're just kind of passing it around. Wait, Julian Alvarez gets the ball in the box. Oh my God, just take a shot. Do something, bro. Oh my God, that was so terrible. He couldn't do anything with that chance. Wait, they're on the attack again. Torreira is actually doing something here. He's through. Just take the shot. Oh my God, why do they keep doing this? They're actually so terrible in front of goal. It's as if they're getting intimidated by the tall players, but that's it for the first half. Nothing really special, only one good chance from the tall team. But a lot more needs to happen in this second half, so let's just get it kicked off. Okay, they could actually do something here. No way the tall players are through on goal. What a pass that is, and what a shot. That was a beautiful goal from the tall team. Scott McTominay puts them 1-0 ahead in this match. Finally, we see a goal. Now the short players need to respond. Let's see if they can. Okay, Lobotka is dribbling through the team. Can he do something? Oh my God, what a pass to Torreira. He actually shoots this time, but it's a good save from Courtois. That's a very good chance from the short team. They do get a corner, but corners for them are pretty useless because they're so short. Okay, they're still on the attack. Wait, Julian Alvarez has the ball in the box. He turns and shoots, but it's another great save from Courtois. They're really putting the pressure on now. The tall team is on the attack, and Arakadar is completely free. What a pass he receives. Now it's his chance to put them 2-0 up. Can he do it? Yes, he has done it. He has scored for the tall team, so they're now 2-0 ahead. After the short team put on so much pressure, it looks tough for them now, but still a small chance. There's literally only 1 minute left of the game. Can the short players cook something up in the final minute? Wait, what a 1-2 play from Julian Alvarez, bro. Take the shot. And he actually did. No way. They did manage to score in the very final minute. But what is bro celebrating for? You still lost, buddy. What are you so happy for? Anyways, that is the end of the match. The tall team wins it 2-1, so they're the winner of this video, but it was still a very close battle. Would you say that's fair? And also comment down below what other battles you want me to do next.